Hey everybody, this is Ashley Schmidt. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm live today all the way from exciting Virginia. It's been so hot the past few weeks. Well, the past week, but oh wow. It felt like 100, no, it was 103 yesterday and it was just humid. Anyway, so today we are going to be talking about Q4 goals. It starts now. Like, what are your Q4 goals? What can you do to achieve your Q4 goals? What are mine? Stuff like that. So that's what we're going to talk about today. A few business type items. Let's see. Okay, so I've been updating and doing my site, publishwithashley.podia.com. It should be on the description. Ashschmidt.com works too sometimes, but sometimes the redirect doesn't go. So publishwithashley.podia.com. I've decided to do my course for $29. It is a deal. It's got some really great stuff in there, helpful. It's definitely got all the courses. It's got Excel sheets. It's got some templates if you use PowerPoint. It's got a lot of videos. It's got a lot of cool stuff in there. I have my software too through PowerPoint that you can make patterns, that you can take patterns and put them in and stuff to make some of your process faster. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. It's $29. I decided I'm just going to leave it at that, make it $29. So it's really accessible to everybody. I mean, what kind of business can you start for $29? It's crazy, right? So, and I really try and go through everything and handhold you and walk you through. But so let's say you know a little bit about this. I've decided, I talked last week about doing a free course on my Facebook page, and so, or Facebook group, sorry. So my Facebook group is going to do planners. So starting August 17th, there's going to be a 10-day course. It'll be Monday through Friday. I'm looking at, I think, 2 p.m. Eastern time to do the live, but they will all be recorded within the Facebook group. So, and then I'll make units and things like that on the Facebook page. So if you're not a part of my Facebook group, come join. You can take the free class starting August 17th, and it's all in prep for Q4, right? Q4. So that will be starting August 17th. More to come. Like I said, I think 2 p.m. If you have times you're interested in, let me know. All right. So let's see what else is going on. It's quiet today. Okay. T-shirts. Like, I made these. These were fun. LCBpreneur. So yeah, I don't know. I thought they were fun. So I'm going to wear them on Wednesdays. Show off my cool T-shirt. I made through merch. So if you're doing merch, you can always do your own T-shirts for fun stuff. And that was mine. Now, okay. So what are your Q4 goals? What do you guys want to do? What am I going to do? How do you make Q4, Q4 dreams come true? So what Q4 is Q4 is quarter 4, and it's October, November, December, right? Those months are the biggest. Like, it's pretty much when everybody, at least in the US, a lot of companies start to make a profit. And it's a big buying season for gifts and that sort of thing. But it's huge, especially here in the US. So I definitely all year round focus on Q4 in the sense that I'm always trying to create evergreen products. I'm always trying, there are some that definitely are seasonal type things, but maybe broader seasons. I tend to focus like summer, spring, fall type things versus I have like a Halloween coloring book and things like that, but I tend to focus more evergreen-esque, or at least like summer, spring, fall, right? So but in Q4 I have a certain set of things. So planners is one of the things I tend to do. There's some reasons, and we'll talk about why I kind of like planners and specified planners in my Facebook group in the course, but I like to do a lot of planners. So one of my things this year, and I did last year, was I have a whole set of planners. So this year I've updated all my planners. I have all of those already, and they are ready to just upload. But my goal this year is to make $16,000 in the month of December. So that is my Q4 goal. You all may have bigger, smaller goals. Your goal may be to get $16 in Q4, and that's okay. It's wherever you're starting. I was not trying to make that much when I first started, but I think that is a totally doable goal based upon what I've done in the past. And so I have certain how am I going to get there? You're like, oh, how am I going to get there? Well, first off, I have a pretty good backlist, right? So that's a good start. Publishing and consistently publishing. So have your consistent publishing background. 10 books, you could make a ton of money with 10 books. I just think that the more you get, the more knowledge you have. It's a learning experience. And so whereas you could definitely sell a ton with 10 books, I just think it's unlikely for the newbie because they just don't know the business yet. Now, if you're working at a publishing house and this is your side gig, you may have the experience already to kind of know what a winner is. But if you're just starting out, don't be discouraged. Just keep publishing. You have time from now until Q4 to get your books up there, to get learning, to just keep creating. So what I did is I created a specific list of books that I want to do. One of those, they're more on the timely side for the Q4. I've been publishing evergreen, like I said, and I've been trying to do more timely type books. So planners, right? So I'm going to, my goal, so I know what I'm going to publish, right? And I know when I'm going to publish it. My deadline for getting all of them up is 15 October. So I've already got all my planners already, the interiors, I've got the covers all made. I have about 250, 300 already pre-made. I just got to go probably 1 October, I'll start uploading them. I hate uploading more than like 10 or 15 a day. So I'll probably start then so that I can, I don't know, 10 times, if I did 20 a day for 15 days, I could get all 200 and some up, right? So I'll probably start about then. All right. So how do you have to know what you're going to do, like what books and things you're going to create. Hey, sorry, I think I'm back. My computer decided to shut itself down. Awesome. Hopefully I don't have to delete this on my YouTube channel. Great. Okay, so embarrassing moment of the day over, math in public, or something like that. Okay, so you have to have your list, your what, your when you're going to publish by. You have to have a publishing goals, and then you make a timeline, right? So you decide, okay, I need 200 books published. I'm going to make sure to publish all of them by October 15th. So that's a goal, right? And then you decide, okay, that means I need to publish X amount of day. And it's not about having necessarily a publishing goal of 10 per day or something like that, but it does give you an idea. Hey, Mike, it does give you an idea of how many you need to publish and what your publishing schedule should be so that you can make it happen by Q4. If you just have this nebulous goal of like, oh, I want to do 250 books by 15 October, that may happen. It may not, right? So you need to have some sort of accountability to say that, okay, if I want to publish 250 books, I have to publish, 2 a day at this point in time, something like that. So you need to have some sort of goal. And maybe some days you publish 4, some days you publish 1, some days you go none, and that's okay. But you need to kind of know your average so that you can do it. I used to have this, I wasn't very good at it, but at least I tried. I had this little sheet of, I wanted to publish, I think it was 45 a month, 45 books a month. So it was a little over 1 a month, or 1 a day for 1 a month. And so I would cross them off. I had like a calendar on my desk and I would just cross them off. And by the end of the month, the idea was to get to 45. It worked in the sense that I think I definitely got more done than I would have if I hadn't had that sitting looking at me. But I didn't always make 45. But that's not the point. You just need something that motivates you. You just need something to aim at, right? If you don't aim at anything, then you won't get there. One of my favorite quotes is actually, I don't know who said it, but if you were a sea captain and you said, I want to go west, like how are you going to get to a port? You're never going to get to a port of call, right? You have to have a destination in mind. So if you get on the ocean, you want to go towards something. You can change your mind when you get there. That's okay. Or you can change your mind along the way. But if you don't have a goal, you're not going to get there. So yeah, it's important to, Mike said he's reviewing his goals and life in general. And that's true. I went to a class a week or 2 ago about vision boards. I have a notebook for a vision board. It's pretty empty. I have a lot of good intentions. I'm a big believer in good intentions. So whatever. Okay. I'll get to some of them. But, right, if I didn't have goals and aim at things, I wouldn't get things done. Yep, ready, aim, fire. Hopefully aim, right? You want to aim at something, not like, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. So definitely aim. All right, so you want your list of specific things. So how do you achieve you want your list of specific books or how many books you want. You have a goal of like when I want, 250 books by 15 October. You want to set a monetary goal. I said before my thing cut out, I wanted to make 16,000 in this month of December. That is my goal for this year. It is totally doable within like my range of capabilities. And I know I have a good backlog, but I know a certain set of books that make a certain amount over that time frame. And I'm beefing up this one book that did really, really well last year. I'm adding on to it. So that's something, if you have some past experience, or even as you get going, things that succeed, add on to those things. So that's a way to decide what you want to publish, right? So things that are successful, create more of those things, or slightly divergent. This particular thing is something slightly different than what I was doing. I'm going to definitely redo what I did because it was a time sensitive type thing. It's a yearly thing you have to change up. But then I'm going to take kind of a divergent. So I made something for kids and I'm going to make something similar, a little more in depth for adults. And so that's kind of one of my things to kind of try and double my income. Double it from that particular product. All right. So how are you going to make this happen? You can't just put it all up there and cross your fingers and hope. That is a method. Organic traffic is a thing. But I want to say that once you've done this for a while, you definitely want to look into AMS ads or Pinterest or some sort of advertising because it can make your numbers go through the roof. So I consistently advertise through AMS, and I've been spending about $200 a month right now on advertising. But what's crazy is you get this like line of you can get like your lifetime of what the ACOS is, which is kind of, it's not exactly profit, but it does show that the amount you're spending is producing more sales. That's kind of the idea of ACOS. So it has like this line and it kind of goes like this. And then every about beginning of November, it goes like this. And then December's way up here and then it drops back down in January. So that spike is how profitable my ads. So I'm spending a little bit more on ads, but the amount of purchases I'm getting is going up. So you get your clicks, right? So clicks to conversions. So that kind of spike shows that my conversions are a lot greater. And so I think spending a little bit of time learning ads now, just dabbing your foot in there, spending a few dollars a week, and just learning the process is worthwhile. I'm not talking putting in $100 every month yet. If you don't know what you're doing, start really, really small and learn. Okay. The last thing I think is important is have a reward. Okay. And I think the reward is helpful. It's like your why, but I think the reward is helpful when you're tired and don't want to upload a book, when you're like, oh, do I really have to redo that interior? Like I did planners last year and I put the date, I had like a date, the 31st twice or something ridiculous like that. And I had thought I'd checked it like 5 times. Apparently I missed it. So right before they started selling, like before planners started selling like crazy, so this was November, I had to go and change all 250 interiors out. I just had to redo the like 3 different interiors. But I had to go upload the new interior to 250. And so I had to think about my reward. I honestly, at 2 a.m. when I was doing that, I had to think about my reward. So sometimes your why or whatever your reward is, you're going to reward yourself with, is useful. At 2 a.m. for me, my reward was useful. Last year with my sales, I bought myself a new car. Well, a new used car. So I bought a minivan. Very exciting. I know you're like, minivan, dream car. It's okay. I like my minivan. I actually really love my minivan. I drive my minivan and I'm so excited because it has power steering and my last car did not have power steering. And so I was, even just a few days ago, I like turned into this parking spot and I was just like, oh, power steering. I know. So my minivan power steering makes me very excited. It still brings me joy to this day. So that's kind of what it is. Hey, Teresa, how are you? No, you weren't on another live, Teresa. I know. There's like lives like crazy. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And if you're interested in planners, that's what I said this at the beginning of my video that hopefully worked, on my Facebook page, which is linked in the description. Facebook group, sorry. Join my Facebook group, free planners course. We're going to go, I have a whole course. I outlined it. It's going to be 10 days live, 5 Monday through Friday, starting August 17th. I've got some really cool, good stuff for you guys. This is beginners too. So if you have not published a book in your entire life, I am going to go through pretty much everything. And I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. And I have some fun ideas, and I'm going to show you how I get creative ideas. I'm kind of very sporadic in how I pull ideas together. So I'm really excited about this, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't done planners, or you just want to do planners, or even if you want to learn coloring books, I have this cool idea with planners and coloring books and some stuff that I'm going to pull in those skills, so you can learn some of those skills through this course as well. So Facebook, my Facebook group, it's in the description. Join. Everyone's welcome. It'll be fun. It's going to be free. It's going to be hopefully exciting. It'll be live. You can ask questions. I'm going to go into a lot of detail, and I'm excited about it. So I've got a lot of work to do to prep for you guys. I like wrote down my list and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be a lot of work to get done. So that's why it's October 17th. I'm like, oh, I need like 2 weeks to get all this ready. So I'm excited. That's it. And I will see you all next week. And so see you then. Oh, join my Facebook group. Thanks. Bye.